Hello again everyone, this is Pat from PSA Custom Creations, and today's video is going to be about a Harbor Freight pond pump. I got a Wellsaw model 1000 from Craigslist. I got a really good deal on it, and I've been using that to cut my cylinders and other projects I've been making. After about 6-8 months or so, the recirculating pump on the coolant went out. Well, if you look online, these coolant pumps are not exactly cheap, so what I decided to do, being cheap myself, is I went to Harbor Freight and I picked up a pond pump. This is a pond pump, submersible pond pump model 68395. And I looked online, looked at a couple different pond pumps, and I've had ponds in the past and always been very happy with different pumps. And when I hooked this thing up, it has been working very well. It sits down inside the reservoir for the coolant, inside the box that I've got for it, and it's been doing a fabulous job of circulating the coolant. Considerably cheaper alternative. I think this thing was only like $20, maybe even less than that with the 20% off discount. So if you get a saw or something like this and you need a coolant pump, I found that this thing works great. My coolant line actually runs from here, goes up about 2 feet vertically, but it's also got about a 6 or 7 foot run. So if you look at the amount of head on it, it's actually doing a very good job on it. I actually have a needle valve hooked up to it so that I can direct the coolant and the amount of coolant I want going to it, and this pump has actually been doing very well with that. So far I've had the pump about a month and a half or so, and I've used this probably an average of 3 to 4 times a week for probably 2 hours at a time, and so far I've had no issues with it. With the screen that I've got inside the box, plus the pre-filter on the pump, that should keep all the particulate, metal shavings, etc. out of the pump. So I recommend it for an application like this. If you need a pump, please feel free to look at Harbor Freight's line of pond pumps, and I think you'll be pretty happy with them so far. Thank you. Hello everyone again. This is Pat from PSA Custom Creations, and today I was going to do a short video about this Harbor Freight 4.5-inch angle grinder, item number 65519. The reason I bought this grinder is I have one DeWalt grinder, 4.5-inch grinder, and I use it all the time. However, they're a bit expensive, and I frequently have to change the blades, whether it's a grinding disc, to a cutoff disc, to a wire wheel, to a sanding disc. So I bought this as a second. I'm going to eventually get a third or fourth grinder so that I don't have to worry about changing the discs all the time. Now the reason why I'm doing this is I had read a little bit about these grinders, and I've heard that they're actually good quality for the price. Now the only other thing I've also heard is that you also need to check the gear case, because they may not have all the grease in there that's needed. Well, of course I took a video or decided to go ahead and fill this with grease, and then thought about taking a video. If you look closely, you'll see on the right side there is some clear translucent grease in there. That's the only amount of grease that was inside of this gear case. So I went ahead and grabbed some wheel bearing grease, multi-purpose grease from Valvoline, stuff I had laying around the garage, and I decided to pack that in there. Even though this thing's only $29, and then with the discount 20% off, it was considerably cheaper, I wanted this to last a little bit longer than it would without the grease. So overall, I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but one thing to look at if you do buy these is to go ahead and take the gear case apart and look at the grease. I'm hoping this is going to help me last, or help it last a lot longer and make it a lot faster for me to go ahead and do my projects. Again, thank you for watching. I'll let you know a little bit later on how this thing performs. Thank you.